Hey guys, welcome back. We are at step 2 of our three-part tutorial series for switching between ProPhoto 5 and Flothemes. And in this episode, we're going to quickly show you how to create a new slideshow. That will be how to use the slideshows on any page throughout your site. Again, you'll probably refer to the documentation on how to do this, but I will just show you because this will be part of the process you will take. We also review how to update your menu and select your menu items, as well as looking at checking all the widget areas, how to use our ProPhoto switch plugin, adding your logo, and also creating any new galleries or updating the existing galleries. So updating the existing galleries will be covered in the ProPhoto switch section. So let's begin. The next thing you'll want to do is create a slideshow. So let's head over to Slideshows. And let's quickly create a slideshow. So basically all of our themes have a slideshow for the header. It's not required, but it's pretty much guaranteed you're going to use that. So I always highly recommend making a slideshow at the very start so that you have that ready for whenever you want to go and create the pages. You can create a slideshow for every page that you want to put a slideshow on. So I'm just going to create one for the home page, and I'm just going to name it homepage slideshow or homepage slider. And I'm just going to add a few images. Again, you'll want to refer to the documentation to check how it's done for each theme, but it's a very simple process. Some will let you add all images as one. The newer themes, we do it as a slide-by-slide basis. I don't recommend adding more than 10 images here solely because you want to keep the experience very fast for your users. So if you're going to be having a full screen slider, no more than 10 images would be highly recommended. I'm just going to use a few images that are already uploaded here, and they look to be a good size, so I'll just add one or two. You can actually add multiple images here if you select a number. Just as a little tip, it will add more than one, as you can see. And then I'm just going to hit publish. Now we'll leave the slideshow for now. If you want to add more slideshows and you envision yourself using it in more the homepage slider or the slider at the very top of the site on more than one page, go ahead and create those sliders, and then you'll be prepared to add those whenever you're creating the rest of your pages. The next thing I always recommend is to go in and check any widgets. Now right now it looks like we have one widget area here. Some of you may have used more and it looks like a mess. You get widgets all over the place. So we always go over to the widget areas. So I would go to Appearance, Widgets. And then you can just check if there are any widgets in any of our available widget areas. And that looks to be perfect from this side, so that's great. If there's no widgets, you're good to go. If there are any widgets, move them into the area that you would actually like them to show. It may be different than your last theme. It might be easiest just to start from fresh unless you have a sidebar that you've been using. But I would probably recommend removing everything and starting fresh. It's going to be the simplest process. Next thing you will want to check is you'll want to set your menu. Right now we've got a menu here, but it doesn't really load correctly, so we're just going to have to set the main menu. So we'll go on and head over to Appearance, Menus. And whenever you're in the menu section, you'll want to create a main menu. Now this has created a menu for me based on the existing pages. I'm just going to drag and drop these into order. If you want to drop down, folks, just move any item one iteration to the right, and that will do that for you. We've got a couple of duplicates, so I'm going to remove those, and I'm going to move the portfolio to second. I think it's important, and the same with the blog. And we don't have a contact page for now, but I'm just going to create this menu. And then I am going to set it as the main primary menu and save that. And once that's done, you can refresh the page, and you'll now see that the menu is in the correct position. So the menu is looking good. It's possible you don't actually have all your pages created. I know this is often the case if you've used ProPhoto before, where you've built pages with different methods, shortcodes for example, or you're just using a regular blog page. If that's the case, you may want to come back and create the menu at the end once you've created all your new pages. So the next thing we'll want to do is we will want to install the ProPhoto Switch plugin. So it's called PP Content Migration. You can actually get it from flothemes.com/plugins. I already have it downloaded, but you can see it here. So flothemes.com/flow plugins, and it should be called Floswitch. So just scroll down to Floswitch and just download the Floswitch plugin, and it will help us convert any of the ProPhoto galleries and grids to be used as Flothemes type content. So I have it downloaded already, and I'm just going to go to plugins, and then I'm just going to upload it just like we did previously with the launch plugin. So let's just hit add new. And we're going to just hit upload, and I'm just going to choose the file from my desktop. So it should be PP Content Migration. And I'll just install that. And once this is installed, we'll just activate it, and then we will run it. And it does two things. One, it will convert any ProPhoto sliders that you may have had. So if you've used the slider function or the gallery function from ProPhoto, it will update those. And if you have used any of the grids from ProPhoto 5, it will also convert those. Let's head over to Settings and PP Galleries Migration. So that's ProPhoto. And now you'll be faced with a few options. So the first will be to choose how you would like the slideshows to be converted. So I will select the Flothemes Gallery option, and I will just select one of the view types that I would like. And that will also be the same for the ProPhoto sliders. You can select the Flothemes Gallery and again select the view type you would like. And if you've used light boxes, you can also do that. So I'm just going to choose the various view types for that. And then I'm just going to hit update the galleries. So that will just run through. If there are any galleries on this site, it will notify you which have been changed. And once it's finalized, then you can run the ProPhoto Grids option as well. Okay, so now you can see we've just converted some galleries, and the spinner has stopped spinning. We can just finally update the ProPhoto Grids. So I'm just going to hit update the ProPhoto Grids, and it will then tell you what pages have been converted that have been using the grids. It's very likely that you will end up removing these grids, as you'll want to benefit from using the Flothemes options that are available within your theme, but this is a really neat way to get up and running really quickly. So now you can see we just updated the two pages. That's great. Now that we've made the switch of the content, we'll want to add a logo to the site. So we can do that by going to the Flothemes area and then to header. And you'll want to upload a .png file. You can use JPEG, but PNG is going to work much better. It's usually got a transparent background, so it means it will work on any colored background. And you'll just want to head to the desktop header. And now this will be, again, different for each theme. So refer to your documentation on how to add a header and the logo. But for this case, I'm going to upload an image logo, and I'm just going to select that. And I already have a logo for Eileen, so I'm just going to upload it. And then I will select that as the logo, and I will just hit update. Perfect. So you will also have options then to upload a mobile logo for every theme. Maybe you want to use a slightly smaller logo in a different format, you can do so. So now you can see we've got the logo added to these sites, so that's great. The final item that you will probably want to do, and this is optional, is to create galleries. So if you have previously used galleries or the gallery slider types with ProPhoto, it's possible now that you want to have a portfolio page and you still want to use galleries, but you want to use our Flothemes galleries. So you can head over to the gallery section, click Add New, add the gallery title. Could be engagements or weddings or whatever it is that you do. And then you can simply add the images to the gallery. And again, this process will be slightly different for each theme, but you can find it in your documentation. It's not going to differ very much between each. You will just add the images to the gallery. You can drag and drop them in place, remove any that you don't like, and then you will select a view type. You see I've overwritten mine, but I'm just going to select one, and then you can just publish that. And you can repeat this process for multiple galleries, and then whenever it comes to creating the pages, for example, if you create a portfolio page, you will be able to display all the galleries on that specific page. So that concludes part 2 of our 3-part series. And in this section we just covered how to add slideshows, how to check the widget areas, adding your menu, using the ProPhoto Switch plugin, how to add your logo, and creating galleries. In the next section we're going to look as how you can check your existing content. So that'll be checking your pages, your posts, and making sure that you have all the pages set up that are required to get started.